Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, where I just wanted to take a moment and make sure we all recognize this. Look at this. Everybody on my council actually likes me at least a little bit. They're also all, pretty good at their jobs, except for the guy who I cannot control how good he is at his job. So, I think we've done a pretty good job of crafting a real position here. Now, of course, we've done that as we hit 56 years of age, so we're only going to have so much time to enjoy it. But, we have a lot of health boosts, so who knows? Maybe Durbale's going to live to be 170 years old. We have a lot of stuff going on here. We got a lot of traits that give health, right? I guess this is disease resistance. Listen, that's a type of health. That's an important type of health. And, of course, we have turned our house into a witch coven, which I don't know if this is a permanent modifier to the house forever, or if it will only last as long as, the members of the coven are around. But honestly, this seems pretty good. Health and fertility and the ability to resist being murdered. It all seems pretty solid, right? So we have a couple of major pressing points here. First of all, there are people in the prison. I spent some time looking at our options with these people. Amis de Beauchamp and her very tastefully arranged bars here can't actually pay to leave prison. She has nothing to offer us. So, I guess we could demand her convert. She will not. She will not put clothes on. Okay, that's fair. We could make her forcibly join our court. No, I'm good. We're just going to leave her in the dungeon. And then these two obviously can pay. They would be willing to give us up to 100 wealth each. But they've been such problems that I kind of think we're just going to leave them on house arrest. I ransomed off the leaders of the earlier rebellion because I was desperate for money, but I'm certainly not that now, so I think we're just going to leave them all in the house arrest. Except for the one who doesn't have a house to be arrested in. She gets to live in the dungeon house. So, the other major pressing bit of business is, at some point, we got to take over Scotland, right? Now, Scotland is not doing so hot in terms of total soldiers, 4367 there. And King Malcolm's getting a little bit older, so I'm of two minds here. We might want to wait a little while. It's possible that we could just do it now. In fact, it's almost certainly the case that we could just do it now, right? Given our allies and everything. Are any of our allies at war? Is this even a thing that we can see from this view? I don't think it is, but I could, if I click on these, yeah, then we can see in their flags down here if they're at war. So we could just march now. Our army's not in the best shape it's ever been in, though, and I would like to let our levies replenish a bit. So I'm thinking maybe we just let time roll for a second here. Oh, apparently, yeah. After all of the extremely good work I've done, they remembered, oh yeah, obviously Queen Durbale should be in charge. But after the part where the dynasty got to spend renown for the first time ever. Pater Brian, okay, cool. I like that. I like that it's spreading without me necessarily having to do anything. That's wonderful. So this is Earl Finbar's son. Good. Good news. Somehow, even from house arrest, he is passing on the secrets. So we're just going to wait a little while. We're going to let the levies replenish, although it's happening faster than I thought it was going to. And then we're going to see if King Malcolm dies, and if not, then we're just going to do the thing. I cannot stand this imprisonment any longer. Would you accept this offer in return for my freedom? No. No, I already had the ability to get that offer going. Yeah, I guess maybe when we hit absolutely full, we'll just go ahead and... Who are you? Oh, Earl Aid. Were you not... No, you weren't one of my prisoners. Okay, well... Why are you... No, you don't get to ask me for stuff. We are not friends. Yeah, I guess let's just give this a couple more minutes. We'll see if King Malcolm dies, and if not, then we'll just go over there and do something. Now, we are going to have to be a little bit careful because Scotland does have a much larger army than we have. So, we can't just go, running over there. We got to wait for our allies to show up. We got to be ready. And there is some risk that we will still lose this war because I don't really understand all the war mechanics yet, that's the thing we're going to dig into in a little bit more detail as our next character, who I've figured out what direction that's going to be going in already. So we're just waiting for this number to hit 3529. Yeah, plus 126 a month. Yeah, I guess this was never going to take very long. Just gotta hope that our allies are not in... Oh, hey. We finished the battlements. Well, it seems unlikely that anything we select is going to matter, even the tiniest little bit. Hereditary rule just allows you to enact the partition law. I mean, I guess, you know Durbale wants to have tighter control over everything. That seems in character. Why did that glow when it still had a 0? Oh, whatever. You would think that would be an indication that a new issue had come up. My spouse is terrible at stewardship, and yet he's able to keep the court. Yeah, we've had a lot of support from a lot of our friendly characters. Okay, apparently our maximum levy size is rising quite quickly as well. It's not 100% clear to me where that value even comes from. You gained men-at-arms negotiation for 5 years. Despite my spouse's terrible stewardship skill. I don't know, it seems like he is just firing on all cylinders constantly 100% of the time. So maybe the game should stop insulting him. Because our levies are based on... Yeah, they're based on just my land, right? Like each place is providing a certain number of levies. Okay, so I guess as development spiders out from our from the capital, I suppose that is raising the number of levies available to us. Scotland's levy count is also going up quite sharply, which I don't appreciate. Maybe me waiting for our bar to fill up all the way is helping them more than it has helped us. My hook on Earl Finbar has expired. I don't know, that doesn't seem true. He seems to still be imprisoned, which is my real hook on him. Nope, not interested. I will ransom you when I am damn good and ready and not one moment before. So yeah, I mean, I would like to be at full strength when we do this, because this is going to be a big... Oh. He is fighting somebody. He's at war for the Earldom of Cumberland, so he's already fighting the English. Well, then this would seem to be the time, right? Let's do it. Let's push Duke Finguin's claims. We're going to make Finguin the King of Scotland, because he goddamn deserves it. He has been so very, very good for us. So they'll be able to pull together a total of 5,300 men from their who? Allied to Prince Rory of Scotland. Okay, so he has an internal alliance. But that should still show up in this window, right? Because it is providing troops. 5334 is in excess of the 3993 he's able to put up himself. So there are still troops being... Yeah, like this should absolutely have information in it. But yeah, we have these allies, so we should definitely just make the move. Alright, let's make sure we call in our friends here. Yep, also will accept. Costs us a little bit of prestige, but that's fine. Yeah, we got it all. It's fine. You can call your house member Count Otto to your war. He will accept. With his tiny... No, you know what? We're good. Don't worry about it. You got it under control. You just keep doing what you're doing over there. So let's move the rally point over to Ulster and get moving, right? Now, obviously, I'm not going anywhere until my allies show up. All right. Everybody's on board, and poor Scotland is just... They're going to have basically nothing left. Right, they are not ready for this. Look at all the Mercians. Are they going to come over here to join with me, or are they just going to go straight in? Because they could just go straight in. That would be totally fine. Raiders now? Okay. We can break off a force to deal with this. Boy, it's gonna have to be quite a force, though. Maybe I'm not breaking off a force. Maybe I'm sending my entire army to deal with this. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Maelmurdak to my interests. With the right arguments, I may be able to convince him that I am acting not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the Lord himself, and we'll just keep between us which Lord that is. I believe I can make a pretty convincing argument, given that this is learning-based. Okay, it worked. Well, let me make sure we're headed to the right place here. So yeah, we'll run these guys off, and then we'll head up. It does look like the Mercians just went right for it. I appreciate that. Flan has been asking me for a toy boat for a long time, and I told her I'd get her one in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. Ever since I made the promise, she has unfortunately been doing that. Well, yeah, of course I get my kid a toy, but it doesn't seem like a big deal. So Flan will keep the trait trusting, or I could make her, instead of trusting, content. Or fickle. Fickle seems bad. I guess it gives you diplomacy. No, and you know, hostile scheme resistance is not nothing. Yeah, I guess trusting is dangerous in some ways. This does kind of, can't you just hear Durbell saying this in her evil Frances McDormand voice? I should teach her a more flexible way of thinking. Yeah, I do think that's in character. It's a little strange that gains us stress, because I do feel like that's her character. She becomes basically immune to hostile schemes. Alright, I appreciate you showing up to help with this part. I think I got it, though. Okay. We captured 27 wealth worth of loot. And we got some prestige, and we ran him off. And I can't select my army anymore. There we go. Game's real finicky about letting you select your armies. Okay, to Scotland. I don't know if it matters really where we go. Let's go here, and we'll figure it out from there. Oh, perks. Cool. I love perks. Convert faith or religious relations efficiency. I mean, religious relations is the, okay, cool. Religious relations is the thing that our archbishop does that makes everybody of that religion like us better, right? Yeah. That seems like a good thing to boost. We pretty much only deal with Catholics. So we're like off in the most Catholic corner of the world, so... Alright, so these are armies belonging to the Scottish. The raiders went to Scotland. That's very funny. It works out extremely well for us. Who are you? Okay. You're not involved in the war in any case. The actual answer is, I don't care who are you. And I'm hoping the Mercians will just fight anybody over here who could actually be a problem for us while we continue to siege. Here come the English. Who are technically not part of our war, but I'm sure they'll fight the Scottish all the same, right? Here comes Aquitaine. Yep, this is looking real grim for King Malcolm. It is a lot of soldiers, though, in total, and that does make me a little nervous, because my command of the fine movement on the map is not always the best. I'm going to reinforce these guys at their siege for the moment. Okay, the English have an advantage there, and they seem to be pushing it quite expertly. Yeah, this was a real stroke of luck that Scotland went to war with England over some dumb bullshit, like at exactly the moment when it was most beneficial for us. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Scotland out here. A couple of sieges are not going to do the thing. But as long as his armies are mostly broke and recovering. I don't like the fact that I'm in front here. So King Gilroy of Scotland replaced King Malcolm. Oh, King Malcolm died during the war. Unfortunately, we have no idea how King Gilroy's people feel about him. But I am noticing some negative traits over here. Catholics in general do not like a character who's both gluttonous and sadistic, so that's got to be a good sign, given that a lot of his people are going to be Catholic. Alright, excellent. Inducting the children. That's... You should have just run. There was no point in fighting that battle. Duke Guillaume captured King Gilroy. Well, that makes me feel like the war is basically over. That said, you could probably ransom a king pretty good, and then we could just continue conquering stuff. Oh, except he's not my prisoner. I don't get to ransom him. Which means I think we should just call the war. So, enforce demands. Duke Fingwin gets the Kingdom of Scotland. We will not be in control of him. He's off on his own thing, but he deserves it. He's done some real great work here. You gain a weak hook on Duke Fingwin. Come on now. This should absolutely be a strong hook. I made you king. Ridiculous. Greetings, High Queen Durbale of Ireland. Blessings upon you and your house. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. Yep, that's right. It was me. It was me doing all that stuff. I gained some fame. I got back some of the fame we spent. Also, did you know you could change your tooltip mode? So, let's get a new Chancellor in here. Who is great at chancelling? We got some 14s. Prince Bethin is busy, of course. Maybe we should try to pull in some... Here, we'll have Mayor Abel do it for now. But maybe we should pull in some new guests and stuff. See if we can't find somebody who's maybe a little bit better for the task. Alba? Huh. I wonder why it's called Alba now. Well, anyway, King Fingwin. He deserves it. 53 years old. You know, like, we basically... Oh, that makes this part of Alba, too. I didn't really think about that. That is his land, isn't it? Well, whatever, man. I'm about to leave this mortal coil at some point here. I don't know, I'm only 60. We may have some time left. But I do feel like we brought him to our court for the express purpose of using his claim against Scotland to destabilize Scotland. We probably basically told him that's what we were going to do, so he's been working for us all this time with the expectation that at some point it would be paid off. It just seems like the right thing to do. And that is maybe not totally in character for Durbale, but sometimes the SB still has to come through. So why is this blue? Why is this lined like that? Huh, control here is remarkably low. People do not like Bethin. Can we maybe do something about this? No, I cannot tell him to do that. Not valid due to nothing. Whatever. But like, control's very low there. I feel like we should in fact fix it. So I'm allowed to fix the control in the place where it's 91, but not in the place where it's 41. Oh, because this is occupied by... Oh, right, because Bethin went to war with... Because Bethin's a huge idiot, basically. How is this going to work out with, like... He can't lose this land in this war, can he? No, because he's pursuing a title. Okay, well that's annoying. Please conclude your dumbass war. So we're not going to be able to ask King Fingwin to, Oh, Mael Maddock died. We got a new archbishop, and he endorses us immediately. And he's horrible at his job. Like, really bad. Can we reunite Ireland before we die? Hopefully in a way that doesn't make me declare war on King Fingwin. Because obviously, I can seize my de jure county. That said, he has allies within my country, and I have greater allies in total, but... I feel like we should be able to just ask him nicely. Hey, buddy. Let's talk. Oh, what a surprise. It's not on the list. Who would have thought? I mean, I don't want to declare war on him, but I do think that the thing that happened here is pretty extraordinary. Probably it is not often the case that someone declares war for the purpose of putting someone else on a throne that they will have no actual control over. So I guess it's not crazy that the game doesn't really know how to handle a favor of this size, but this is not sufficient. A weak hook and a 50-point opinion bonus? Like, ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Anyway, are we going to declare war on him? I don't know. Maybe. I'm going to let things settle down for a little bit first. Let my levies regenerate back up to full, and then we will seize our de jure county. I mean, his armies are probably not in much of a place to do anything about it anyway, right? The mayor of Innis, who is mad because they're not on the council. I mean, listen. I wish I could make you archbishop. I wish that I had that kind of control over the Catholic Church. Also, I would love it if this France thing could come to an end. How's this going, by the way? Minus 71? Oh, I guess he's winning battles or something. Uh-oh. You might be a high queen, but you are also a vile doxy. The unprovoked anger expressed by my husband, High King Gear, comes as a complete surprise. He's been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this... Also, that's a pretty low-frequency word, but if it means what I think it means... That's an inappropriate thing to accuse me of, and definitely something I'm not guilty of. And then I lose stress because my husband's very mad? That doesn't... Wait. Hold on a second. Did he just call me the thing I think he just called me? I'm gonna tab out and make sure that I'm correct about this. I don't see why that would be de-stressing. Yeah, thanks, Google. I definitely wanted to auto-complete a totally different word. Oh my god, it's the name of like 10,000 services. Doxy definite. Okay. Apparently prostitute is not the main actual definition. That's the only way I've ever heard it used. But the implication I thought was, you know, a person who is not like monogamous, a person who is not faithful to their partner necessarily. All right. The witchcraft continues to spread. Dynasty had changed again for... Like, tell me why. Give me information. More information. There's a lot of information in the game systems and a lot of information that has to be conveyed by the UI, but it still, like, is not really... I think it struggles with figuring out what information matters. With her coming of age, my tuition of Flan is at an end. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination toward warfare, such as Flan, can come to truly understand it, really. She has shown great aptitude both in battle tactics and in the management of armies. It's a shame that she will never command armies. So she is a skilled tactician. That is not... You don't really have that much control over it, huh? 'Cause, like... Prince Philip was... in the care of someone who had a diplomacy focus, right? Where is Martha? She's just in my court? Is that right? How do I find the person who used to be my kid's ward? She's my friend. No, maybe not. Oh, I thought she was. Well, whatever. My point is, I'm pretty sure she didn't have an intrigue education trait. And then do I have a martial one? No, I definitely don't have a martial one. So yeah, you just really don't have a lot of control. It kind of does whatever it wants to do, despite the fact that it tells you that the education trait of the person teaching the kid will matter a lot. All right, well, I guess we're about to be as set as we're getting. I hate to spoil my relationship with King Malcolm right away, but he'll understand, right? Not King Malcolm, King Finguin, sorry. But he'll understand, right? And it's not like I'm actually taking stuff from him. It's my county. He was operating it under under the pretense that it was his, but it was always mine. So yeah, we just call everybody to arms, and he's going to call up a bunch of troops within my territory. Duke Bethin is the one I'm most worried about. But will Duke Bethin will actually go to war against his liege in this circumstance? Is that something that will actually happen? Because that would be awkward. I can't actually fight Bethin by myself. So his armies will come up over here, right? Oh, but his armies are also distracted. Aren't they already raised and off somewhere? So yeah, okay. This seems like an okay time to go for this, I think. Let's... Yeah, I can't. There's no way to even, like, make the request. Yeah, I will gain the requested county. Thank you. So let's move the rally point over to here. I probably do need to call, at the very least, you to war. And we don't actually have the prestige to call Aquitaine, but I don't think we'll need to. Alright, excellent. Yep, so just go and claim it real fast before the others show up. There's a peasant revolt in Meath, which is only going to make things harder for Bethin. Nevers is under siege. I could not care less about Nevers, honestly. Realm Priest opinion. Realm Priest is a counselor in charge of religious and spiritual affairs. So, like, that's not... No, that is. That is 50 points on my Archbishop. Okay. I mean, that seems like a real useful thing to have in a general sense. Obviously, we don't need it right now. Yep, and here come the Mercians to help make sure that this goes down quickly. This should be easy enough. I made you King of Scotland. You can't also have part of Ireland. Owenna, the daughter of Duke Griffith of Mercia, has given birth to a son. Wait. Oh, right. Yeah, and also... Since the little one is part of my dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name, like Oscar. Oscar's fine. This will be good for us, because I haven't really paid attention to the reputation or the opinion modifiers that come from having warred against someone. But I'm curious to see what Fingwin thinks of us after we have done this. I wonder if I could have asked him to, like, just renounce it. I captured Duke Fingwin's daughter-in-law. Listen, we'll just release him. It's fine. It doesn't need to be a thing. I'm surprised that only gave us 26 war score. Right? You would think that would be like... You would think that would be 50-ish, maybe. Maybe even more. Okay, so now we have the entirety of the requested lands. 37%. No objectives held. I mean, I hold the entire thing that I was talking about. That seems like objectives that I'm holding. And so this is not one of those things where it's going to tick up over time, right? Because these are not considered to be objectives. In fact... Oh, Nevers. Yeah. Why would Nevers affect this war... He can have it. I don't actually care about Nevers. I guess we got to go and claim some of his lands. That's fine. We just hit 150 prestige again, so we'll just call in another ally. And I will probably just chill out over here until Duke Guillaume gets up and in position. Okay, so my war score is now... Alright. Attacker controls war target. Yes, so this is now ticking up over time. So we actually, all we have to do is just sit here. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my court physician. Well, don't do that, please. 5% chance of success, 10% chance of secrecy. Probably they'll just abandon that. So it seems like there's always troops marching around in England. Lots of stuff is happening. Okay. I suppose, given this, we should start off towards Scotland, right? Oh wait, here comes a Scottish army. Let's do battle with them. Yeah, you better run. Oh, they actually got away. I didn't mean actually run. I meant, you know, be scared, but then let me capture you. Okay, Thumond is under siege. Yep, for a very, very brief moment. Winning battles is pretty good for your war score. Yeah, so we'll just go up here and we'll threaten something that's actually inside Scotland, and that'll put an end to this nonsense. Thinking he can just hold on to my territory. And apparently we all had basically the same idea. This group of military forces is very difficult to defeat. Wait, who are these guys? Stop moving. Time is paused. Why are you moving? You're defending against some nonsense. Okay, whatever. Not related to what I'm doing. Wow. They're really pumping them out, huh? Since the little one is part of my dynasty, I pronounce that they are named Slabine. Maybe. Seems fine to me, whatever. It's not going to be my problem. Okay, there is a Scottish force. At this point, even if they start sieging Thumond, it'll be way too late to matter. Some mayor... What are you the mayor of? Where is this? In Ulster, okay. Is coming to my castle to pay me tribute. However, High King Gare suggests that a military display could ensure continued loyalty. Seeing your overwhelming might would make anyone think twice if treason ever crossed their mind. I feel like everyone has seen my might many times. So, we can make him more susceptible to dread. Gain opinion of me. He loses some martial for 10 years. No, a regular parade should suffice. We don't need him to be more susceptible to dread. It's already under control. So this is a 10-month siege. Yeah, my war score will be 100 long before that occurs. We could have just sat on the territory we already held, but... In fact, this ought to do it right here. Nope, only 95 apparently. Well, when this siege finishes, that ought to do it. Okay. That's it. I reclaim this stuff. King Fingwin's allies... Okay, yeah, enforce. Your great appetites are renowned throughout the world, and of course you are a much greater foe than I imagined. Yeah, that's true. I am pretty great. Oh, I have to go to war... I have to go to war twice? Hold on, gotta disband the armies. Do I actually have to go to war for both counties? I couldn't go to war for the duchy? It seems like I should be able to do that. Alright, well... So, this would break the truce. What exactly does that mean? Lose a level of fame, broke a truce, King Fingwin will be mad at you. He desires the earldom of Ossory. Oh, I'm sure he does. So, declared war is only minus 21, and it decays quite quickly. Alright, so how long is the truce? Is there a relationship indicator with him that is the truce? There does not appear to be. I will gain broke truce for only 3 years. That's a lot of opinion loss, though. Alright, fine. A stranger is brought before me. She's been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege, my guard informs me. The woman bows deeply. My name is Isra, your highness. I have traveled far and wide and seen many things, but my family and I are weary of the road. If you allow us to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. Yeah, okay, that sounds alright. So embrace God and this will be your home. Again, we're just not going to tell you which God yet. So this converts her to Catholicism. She becomes part of my court. She's not particularly useful to me, but If I don't make her convert, she'll be much happier and I will gain a strong hook. Strong hooks are much more powerful and can force someone to do terrible deeds for you. It also prevents the target from taking any hostile actions toward the holder. Strong hooks are not spent when used, but simply go on cooldown. Man, strong hooks really are stronger. Yeah, I'm not going to force her to convert. That doesn't seem necessary. Especially since, you know, I guess it would be a show that might matter to some people. All right. My court chaplain is doing a terrible job and is spending all of the piety. We should definitely have our marshal come over here and fix the control problem. And then, yeah, I guess I have some prisoners. Let's have a look at our prisoners. So, who is related? You guys are from the New War, right? Yes, you two have been in prison forever. I don't need money. Does just negotiating the releases of people from Finguin's house give us an opinion boost with Finguin? Who are you? You're his... Okay, you're Finguin's kid. Yeah, I'm just gonna... He'll gain 20 opinion. I'm just gonna release him. That's fine. I don't need to make this a whole thing. You're Prince Beathan's kid. This is very confused. I don't know how you even ended up in the jail. It's fine. Just get... Are your stats good? No, I don't particularly want to recruit you for my court. Just get out of my jail. Whatever. You two are still under arrest and will be forever. So, did that affect Finguin's opinion of me at all? How do I get the... Oh, for some reason it's showing his flag down here instead of, like, in his lands. No, that did not affect anything. That's a shame. I feel like it should have. Also, he's still holding all that murder against me. I feel like people are way too uptight about that. So I guess what I'd really like to do is finish reuniting... Oh no, my spy master. I should hire younger spy masters. Wait a minute. That's not the king I... Oh no, Finguin died. From his wounds. Which wounds? Can I get more... No more information about that? Well... At least we got to put him on the throne before he... You know, he saw it happen. He then also saw me go to war with him, but I mean, what did he expect? He knows who I am. Sort entirely by intrigue. Intrigue is the thing that matters most to me. Okay. We have a dude who is like 1,000% better than everybody else. Is this... No, okay, I thought this might have been the husband of... Oh, it's the daughter, or the son. The son of the woman that we just took into our court. Well, okay. Guy is relatively in favor of us. Look at this, our open-minded and our... all of that stuff we took in our perk tree. Really coming in handy. So, hold on a second. Am I allowed to declare war on you? Was my truce... Yes, my truce was with Finguin, not with the idea of the King of Alba. So, yeah, declare war. His army is tiny, and we shall reclaim what is ours. This should take no time at all. Oh, apparently they're just forming up right here. Well, we should probably, like... Nope, never mind, he's running away. Do I want to, Okay, yeah, right. He can't increase control in county when there's an enemy army running around. Level of devotion impact. Oh, is this like the way people feel about me based on my level of devotion? Sure, we'll unlock that. I might actually get to Theologian before I die at this rate. We are bringing in the XP pretty quickly. So let's see. This is a 6-month siege. That's yeah, okay. So we're just gonna... Oh, okay. That's not a big alliance. It's fine. So we're just gonna run this out. We'll siege this out, and then we'll go and fight him afterward. I do not, in fact, need to call anyone to war, nor do I need the music to be this sweeping and dramatic. It's really not appropriate to what's going on here. Oh, you know what? Also, I'm not doing my decisions. I should be hosting feasts and stuff. We have tons of money. You know, during the war. It's a good time for everybody. Everybody's having fun. Eating was well underway and drinking a little too far along when Catriona decided it was time for some horse riding. My stables were locked up tight, but with guidance from Mayor that guy, Catriona soon led a group of eager riders inside. With absolutely no control over my animals, there was swearing, laughter, and broken bones as men and women fell from horses ambling around the hall. Other creatures in the stables did not get away much easier, and one goat nearly caved in under the weight of the Mayor of Innis, who does not like me very much. So, Catriona, my sister, right, who is a member of the Coven. So, I'm going to lose 75 prestige here, but it sure was a lively feast. And for some reason, that makes my cavalry do more damage for 10 years. You know, the horses just want to be part of the party. My guests are going home all in good moods. The feast has brought us closer, and we'll be able to look back and chuckle at the escapades of Catriona and her drunken band of merrymakers for years to come. Okay, cool. Then we have a hunt. Why not? I'm riding ahead of the group as the wetlands suddenly grow still around me. The silence is almost palpable, and I struggle to hear even the noise of the horse's hooves. Just as I'm about to turn back to find the others, I glimpse it ahead of me, blurry as in a dream, a stag as white as snow. Oh, I've read this book. I mean, so I can gain stewardship and prowess for 5 years. That doesn't really feel that appropriate. No, this is definitely something Durbale would pursue. Again, the ambition. Like something from a tale. I must have it. I follow the white stag into the wetlands. An almost unnatural silence hangs heavy over us, and the sudden sound of a voice startles me. My lady, there you are! I turn around to see the rest of my party having caught up to me. As I look back, the stag is gone. Damn it. So, I can just tell everybody that I was scouting, or I can become obsessed with the white stag. Obviously, that's what we're doing. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the wetlands behind as the light fades from the sky. In spite of our difficulties along the way, the hunt went very well. I'm hoping I will continue to have events related to the stag, though. Did I gain, like, a modifier for that or anything? An indicator that I am now obsessed? Nope. Okay, well, whatever. So... what about... So there's not a thing that's just like invite guests to court looking for stats. Yeah, all right. Then I guess let's just complete this this nonsense here. And even more children. Hey, Nuala, that's nice. You captured... wow, lots of prisoners. Okay. So I am getting some war score from them. Let's not do any ransoming just yet, then. But let's go ahead and march over here and put this nonsense to an end. Oh, they see me coming. They're out of here. The Earldom of Ossory gained deserting levies. Yeah, okay, we gotta put our marshal back on... You know what? Maybe he should be organizing the levies right now, though, during the war. That seems fine. So is this going to be ticking up over time due to us controlling the target? Yes. Okay. So we can afford to just chase these guys around. It's not a big deal. Although, they just stopped and let us catch them, or at least some of them. It's true, that is the one thing I am known for. Ornat has become a constant scourge upon my life. Whenever we happen upon each other, the beguiling woman goes out of her way to appear decent and just. Ornat yeah, my rival. Yep, curse you, Ornat. I mean, we know what we know what we would do in this situation, right? So hold on, is she available as a relationship? Here we go. Right, this is absolutely what Durbale does in this situation. So we have no even possible agents, even with this huge amount of money. Sorry, this is the button I want. Could you maybe help me out with this a little bit? So that's a 74% war score. Again, this might be a thing where we just need to go to Scotland and, like, siege something out. Are you part of this war? Attacking? Huh. Prince Conan's claim on the Kingdom of Alba. Okay, so there's a whole other war happening. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna make him give me back what is definitely already mine. Hopefully this will be enough to make that happen. We're not in any danger. Oh, no, actually there is a Scottish force down here, but they're not actually able to do anything. There's 27 of them. Okay. This doesn't feel like a real problem. I'm going to ignore them. Oh, they are bringing around more people. So, these are Earl Finbar's. Yeah, Earl Finbar is defending against Prince Gilroy. Okay. He's involved in the other war that Scotland is part of. Not a thing I actually have to care about. A wide variety of venomous critters greets me at a merchant's stall, and I am struck by inspiration. Wouldn't one of these exquisite creatures be the perfect gift for Ornat? I can study a venomous creature, which will give me learning. This doesn't obviously do anything, which makes me a little nervous. I'm just gonna study that snake. I don't want to buy a poisonous creature at a stall without, like, a clear plan for it. So hold on. This is 3 months. That is 6. I don't know if this is going to provide enough war score to actually finish the war, is the thing. And if it doesn't, I don't know if we'll be able to get back here in time to not... If I were to click, we would get here in 49 days. Okay, so yeah, we can finish this thing, siege this out, and if this doesn't get us to 100, we can still make it in time. Oh, yeah, the marriage can actually happen. Absolutely. This is not matrilineal. I'm assuming if I... Okay, I can't change the terms of it now. Yeah, we should make that marriage actually happen. The alliance with Aquitaine is, like, a very valuable one. So yeah, I'm hoping this puts us at 100% and we can just close this thing out. Uh-oh, the existence of my scheme has been discovered, but my involvement is not yet known. Well, then we probably have to bail on it. Those are some pretty bad numbers. We do have some invites available now, but none of these people are going to provide... Yeah, never mind. Fine, Ornat, maybe you get to live. Maybe. Okay, that did in fact put us at 100. Enough. Enough of you. Oh good, I could change my tooltip mode. Okay, so we are once again properly Queen of all of Ireland. And we held on to... Yeah, we held on to Nevers. We did win that war. So... Weird. It's still weird that there's a tiny bit of Ireland in the middle of France, but nobody seems to have been able to figure it out. A disabled building provides no benefits to its owner. The most common reason for a building being disabled is that you have the wrong government type. So these are royal forests. Disabled because the petty kingdom of Leinster is not held by you. That's not correct. Is it? Wait, shouldn't it be? Okay, hold on. We'll get into that in a moment. So you can usurp the petty kingdom of Leinster. Oh, right, because I own the whole thing, but it's not his... He still has the title. Well, yes. Usurp. It is in fact mine. What on earth are you doing over here? So that should have dealt with the building being disabled problem then, right? We'll re-enable next month. Okay. So, we have low controlling counties, and we have too many duchies. Well, Leinster has traditionally not been mine, and that has worked out just fine, so we should probably give it to somebody. I don't know who to give it to, though. And then the rest of this stuff is not really an issue. We could ask the head of our faith for wealth, but I honestly don't think we need to. Oh, and we're able to host a grand rite. My, how the time flies. We'll definitely do that. I do want to do that. So yeah, let's give one of these titles away. The more duchies you hold above your first two, yeah, consider giving away some of your duchy titles. So, the petty kingdom of Leinster could be granted to somebody. Like, who do I want to grant it to? I want to grant it to somebody loyal. If I grant it to him, here's the thing. I still don't have a fine grasp of how things move down with the succession laws, but I guess since we only have one child, he's going to get everything anyway, right? Just passing this to him is basically just kicking this can down the road, right? Yeah, that solves that problem, right? My son became my vassal, which is fine. I can mess with his stuff. Sure, we're allied. And then I'm allowed to declare war on France. If we really wanted to get the Duchy of Burgundy for Baithin, I suppose we could. So the Duchy of Burgundy is quite large. Aquitaine would be very useful there, but also Aquitaine's not part of France, right? Aren't they broken out of it? No, they're totally part of it. Some stuff has been going on with France's territory that I've not been paying a huge amount of attention to. But yeah, Aquitaine is properly part of France. So would he actually help us there? I am uncertain. Anyway, are we properly done with like problems? Yeah, okay. I think let's play until the grand rite is completed and then call it there for the day. As my fellow witches arrive in the castle, I catch a glimpse of an unfamiliar face. When I go to greet my Aunt Beatrice, she introduces the strange man as, yep, that guy. Captain EO. They are old acquaintances as it turns out, and Beatrice asks if he may join our rite. I suppose don't really love strangers being informed about the witch thing, but it seems like he's already been informed, right? The damage is done, so if I make him the guest of honor, Beatrice will be mad at me for upstaging her. Fine, sure, the more the merrier. As the moon rises in the heavens, heralding his arrival, I can feel my body responding to the strange energies in the air. The silhouettes around the great bonfire are silent and unmoving, waiting for that which is to come. As the host of this gathering, I feel like reading from an ancient grimoire worked really well last time, and it's totally the kind of thing I am into. The old words are strange, yet they speak to me on an instinctive level. They weave an enchanting pattern full of beauty and promise. My guests are utterly spellbound. As I close the grimoire with a dramatic gesture, their cheers erupt through the glade. Now that the main ceremony is finished, yeah, we can hang out. So, I can ask Pater to instruct me in the art of commerce. Again, I'll not be anyone's doxy. We can make friends, probably. This person might even join our court. Is he valuable, potentially, in our court? Okay, maybe. He might be. A wandering, resentful adventurer. This is like his whole deal. He's just very resentful in a sort of a generalized sense. Yeah, I like making friends. We could lose 52 stress, but we don't really need to. Let's spend time with this perceptive guest. Okay, I'm honored. My son is honored by my request and would be glad to call me an ally. Good, I think that's smart of him. My guests and I have worshipped the horned god, exchanged sacred knowledge, done all that stuff we do. My mind is buzzing with new ideas, but my body is in desperate need of rest. A warm bed has never felt so tempting. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed with how inconsequential that feels. I mean, I guess the main benefit of the Coven thing is this buff. Oh, hey, here's information about Dynasty Head stuff. Why would this be the screen that this is on? Another house head must acquire significantly greater max military strength. Okay, so it's entirely a military calculation. Why would this be the only place to see that? That's very strange. Anyway, I guess the information was there, but that information should be available in like all of the tooltips about the Dynasty Head changing and stuff. Okay, well, we did right by Fingwind. We recaptured Ireland. Scotland is basically gone entirely to hell, and it's a non-zero amount my fault. This is basically what happened to them is a lot like what happened to Dad, right? A war started, and then the leader died, and then things just they got real unstable for a real long time. But I refuse to take responsibility. You know what? They should be able to manage their own stuff. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I honestly have no idea what we're going to do for the rest of Durbel's life. We don't really have any direct goals, so I don't know. Now that Scotland's gone all to hell, maybe we'll just go and take it for ourselves? That'll give us some direction. And we'll see you then.